But it's a party at the mid-cap end of things right now. Even though the index is mildly off highs, when we started about 15 minutes ago, we had the mid-cap index seeing a gain of 0.2%. Now it's come down to 0.1%. But that's not stopping a few stocks. We have Star Health, which has moved to the high point of trade. A 7% up move is what we're seeing out there. TD Power is the other one, which is again up around 7%. And Bharat Dynamics as well as Bharat Electronics. We've seen a rise in defense stocks. Look at the double-digit rally that we're seeing on Bharat Dynamics right now, up nearly 10.5%. And Bharat Electronics as well is the other one, which is doing well. But that's about the equity space. We do have all things commodities coming in with Manisha, who's joined us in the studio. Manisha.
Well, thank you so much for that. And joining us on the show also is Peter McGuire. He's CEO at trading.com. Peter, hi. What interesting last 24 hours have been. Well, that's really been the case for most part of 2025 till now. But the US-China trade agreement, even if temporary, even if for 90 days, has had knee-jerk reaction coming in for many of those commodities. I first want to start with the gold prices, where we did see 3% of decline yesterday. It's trading 0.5% on the higher side right now. How are you reading this price move?
Well, good afternoon, Manisha. I mean, what we've seen has been dynamic. And as you highlighted, off 100 and now it's back up a little bit, 32.58 at the moment. I feel as though that's probably going to, it was oversold and it's just incredibly volatile. We had, days last week, you're up 100 and now it's down 100 in a session. So that just demonstrates, I think, you've got US dollar, you've got what's happening as far as the trade talks and that agreement and, the 90-day period for it to be worked through. And that US dollar index has had a big run up. So, yeah, that's naturally the heat came out of gold. But, you had to be very focused yesterday. NASDAQ was up nearly 4.5%. And all the Asian equities will well bid up as well.
Oh, well, absolutely. So what's your sense on gold prices now? Because all kind of news, and we've seen gold prices perhaps factoring that in. But 3,200 to 3,400 really seems to be becoming a narrow range for gold prices. How do you look at gold for this quarter now and until the end of this year?
Well, first off, I wouldn't be surprised to take another little bit of, more heat to come out of it just in short term. And when I say that, we could see another 100 stripped out of it. You may not. But I just feel as though that US dollar seems to have very strong momentum. It could take a 102, 103, because it was at 102 only a matter of probably 12 or 15 hours ago. And now it's given up some of that. A bit of hot air's come out of that as well. You're running, the best part of that, 101.60. By probably end of quarter, and we're halfway through, Manisha, I'd say I wouldn't be surprised to touch a 34 or 3,500, 36. And then by end of year, well, I think it's got the capacity, probably 4,500, as, Goldman's have stated. And, we're not going out on a limb. It's probably, that's where all the brains trust is working together, and they think that number's achievable.
Peter, also, how would you look at silver? Because yesterday it fell with gold, but today it seems to be rising with gold and base metals. Do you see a slightly confused silver market right now?
I think, if I look at the industrials, copper, aluminium, zinc, tin, they're all up. Tin had a good night. It was up, best part of 2.1, and aluminium up 2.6%. Silver, it's bid up, and the gold to silver ratio is way out of kilter. So I think that there's plenty of upside yet for silver, as we keep on saying. It's 33.20 at the moment, 33.25, and the critical shortage as far as silver globally, and the underinvestment across the whole sector over the last couple of decades. So that's the one to keep a very close eye on, and I think that's best days are certainly ahead of it over 25, Manisha.
Peter, I remember you saying that 38, even 40 is a possibility in this year for silver. Are you staying with those numbers?
Oh, I think that'll be on the low side. I think it'll be well through 40. I think you're running at 33 now, and as gold continues to climb, it'll take silver with it, and when it rolls, it's going to be game on, because the overall momentum, I think that's where everyone will be stacking positions. Big interest as far as physical buying from the retail land. And of course, when the paper market, people will just be, game on.
And do you see also game on in some of these base metal prices? Because copper definitely is seeing some support, but even more coming in for aluminum and zinc.
Yeah, copper 95.20, aluminium still, I just can't see to get, aluminium, it's still under 2,500, Manisha. We're nowhere near that 3,000 handle. Zinc's nearly at 2,700. That's got a little bit more momentum to it. So I think that they'll both edge higher naturally over the next couple of months leading into that, 90-day decision as far as what Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said, as far as the trade talk. So, yeah, over the summer period, I think, those industrial metals will trend higher.
Right, we take that point. Peter, incredible insights on the precious metal space. And I heard the word game on a couple of times from you. You spoke about silver, you spoke about gold. But for me, the true diamond, Virat Kohli, decided to hang his number 18 white jersey. I mean, he's one of those who, Australians would say he's the best Australian that we know of outside of Australia. You want to chime in on that?
Well, yes, Mangalan. I mean, when you think about the might of what he was truly a legend. And, these things happen. Not everyone plays forever, and no one does. And we wish him well in retirement or wherever that takes him.
And you're chuffed about him not playing the next Border Gavaskar Trophy?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to let you guys have a chance. That's all I'll say.
I think the next 3 trophies would be ours itself. Let's put it out here on national TV and let's see how that goes. But until then, good luck for the World Test Championships that happen.
Thank you very much. May the best team win.
And the best team being New Zealand, or? All right, Peter, that was a great conversation. Manisha, any word on precious metals, or would you like to chime in with your expertise?
Well, may the best team win.
May the best metal win, as per Manisha. All right, with that, we'll wrap up on this edition of Halftime Report. We've had our bellies full with conversation right now. But on the other side, you have Business Lunch, taking all the market action ahead.